kids, welcome to grade 9 with chapter 4. Now we are discussing about the transportation through plasma membrane. Ante plasma poragunda padarthala kadalika gurinchi telusukuntam. Yes, now let's quickly see what are the objectives of this unit are. In this chapter, we are going to cover the objectives with activity 1 and then get in, get out of the chemicals in plasma membrane, and we have lab activity 1 and 2 and lab activity 3. Also talking about different experiments with importance of osmosis in the living organisms. And we talk about diffusion process. Yes, keep this excitement on such that we can discuss there. And then we have activity 4, 5 and 6 talking about the practical experiments done regarding the plasma membrane. So let's get into the first session, that is about activity 1. Activity 1 is talking about get in and get out. Ante kanamloki vachevi mariyu kanam nunchi bayatiki poyevi. Enti? Yes, now here is a tabular form telling us to tick and cross basing upon their exit and entry into the cells. Now the first one, we have the substance like oxygen. Yes, should go into the cells and it should go out of the cells? No. So we have glucose, yes, it should get into the cells, and we have proteins. Yes, they also should go into the cells, where fats, vitamins, minerals, they are all yes in their answers. Where even minerals also. So automatically get out of the cell. The answers are no for that, because here the answers are yes. And then we say carbon dioxide, they should go out of the cell. So we say yes for going out of the cell. Alage wastes అనేవి లోపల ఉంటాయా కణం లోపల? No, they should also go out of the cell. So we tick here in the next column. So this is how we can basically discuss that some substances, కొన్ని రకాల పదార్థాలు ఏమవుతాయి కణం లోపలికి మాత్రం allow అయ్యేటట్టు ఉంటాయి, కొన్ని కణం బయటికి పోయేవి ఉంటాయి. Likewise here ఇవన్నీ కూడా కణం నుంచి బయటికి పోయే పదార్థాలు, like carbon dioxide and waste, because these are toxic substances and they should be removed out of the cell body. And carbon dioxide ante we generally release carbon dioxide out, so they should be out of the cell. So we have given yes to it. So this is one of the basic table talking what should get into and what should go out. So before we talk about the different types of substances that enter the cell and go out of the cell, especially into a particular living cell, here before we should know about two basic terminologies, that is preparation of solutions which exist in two different manners. One is the basic solution, the other we say it as a saturated solution. Ante chakkara dravanam tayaru cheyatam ela. Yes, so this solution, how to prepare a sugar solution? Very easy, because we learn about two terminologies called as solute and solvent. So solute anedi a quantity or the ingredient which we are taking in less amount, and solvent always we take water as a universal solvent. So ikkada manam sugar oka 2 to 3 spoons teeskoni 100 ml of water lo as a solvent mix cheste, once they get dissolved all the sugar crystals, this become sugar solution. So chakkara dravanam anedi tayaru ayipoyindi. This sugar solution is now prepared. Well, basing on this, we go another kind of preparation of other solution called as saturated solution. సంతృప్త ద్రావణాలను తయారు చేయటం ఎలా? Right, so saturated solution is very easy, because in our lower sessions we learned how to prepare a solution which almost reaches its saturation point. Ante take 100 ml of water and keep on mixing 2 to 3 spoons of salt continuously, or you can take sugar also and go on mixing into this 100 ml of water such that after some time it reaches certain point where you can see some crystals of salt or sugar get settled into this particular beaker where you are mixing. Ante enti Finally, these crystals have no water molecules to get dissolved in it. Understand? So, ఎప్పుడైతే ఇలాంటి పాయింట్ రీచ్ అవుతుందో సొల్యూషన్, దాన్ని మనం సాచురేటెడ్ సొల్యూషన్ అంటాం అన్నమాట. సో, a solution where all the water molecules get dissolved and get bonded with the salt or sugar molecules, and excess salt or sugar are left behind at the bottom of the beaker. Hence, this is called saturated solution. Now, you see here, now which one is more concentrated solution? Yedi gaadamaina dravanam, right? Now, see, in the previous part, we have seen how to prepare the saturated solution and a normal solution. What was the difference that we have seen is that the amount of solute అంటే ఏదైతే మనం సాల్వెంట్ లో యాడ్ చేస్తామో, అంటే సాల్వెంట్ అనేది will be in a more concentration, right, or in more measurement. We can say it as solvent which we have taken there, that is nothing but water. నీరుని మనం universal solvent అంటాం because maximum of the experiments we use water to be as a solvent. If any other chemical reactions, so the other chemicals will play the role of solvent. Well, that is different. But in this previous part, we have taken here the salt or sugar in two preparations. One, we have taken sugar to prepare the normal solution where we use some 2 to 3 spoons of sugar in 100 ml of water. That is called as solution, normal solution. Okay. And we have seen how to prepare the saturated solution. Okay. So, saturated solution kosam mana em chesam, salt ni continuous ga, or even you can take the same sugar solution what you have done in the previous experiment and go on adding continuous spoons, so on and so on, such that there will be certain stage where some amount of sugar or salt particles get sedimented. Sediment ante enti, ee beaker gaani ee glass aithe manam use chestunnamo dantlo kinda bhaganlo ilaga settle అయిపోయి ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఎందుకు? Because we have seen that the total number of water molecules which were present in the beaker, they were completely packed with each sugar or salt molecule. Hence, there are no free water molecules to get combined with this. That's the reason they get settled down, and hence this is the solution which we say reach to the saturation point. Okay, so this terminology is very important. Saturated, or we can say saturation point. So, this is what we have seen about the saturated solution. Now, here we are talking, now by doing such experiment, now let us see that which one is said to be more in concentration. Like concentration gunchi maatladte, we should talk about two ingredients, that is one acting as a solute and the one which is acting as solvent. So, ee experiment kochesarki first aim is to check which is more in concentration. So, high concentration solution anedi edi we have to see. So, for that what we need are the first are materials. So, materials దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసరికి we need first of all 3 beakers, right, 3 బీకర్లు. అలాగే we need salt or even sugar powder, salt or sugar crystals we can say it, okay, and we need a teaspoon to add such in the beaker, alright, and water. Because water anedi manaki universal solvent antam, right? So, yes, now let's start the experiment. What to do? Very easy. The activity here involves, now take 3 beakers, fill them with water, right? Now, fill the water that is equally all into 100 ml. అంటే 3 beakers లోని కూడా మనం 100 ml of water ని తీసుకోవాలి first of all. Alright, now consider these lines to be as water. Now, in first beaker, let's name the beaker as beaker number 1, beaker number 2 and beaker number 3. In beaker 1, add half teaspoon of sugar or salt. Okay, so here I'm mentioning half teaspoon S, nothing indicates sugar. Now, in second beaker, add 1 complete spoon of sugar, right? And third beaker, take 1.5 spoon of sugar. Clear, kids? Ante modati beaker lo manam sagam teaspoon sugar తీసుకున్నాం. అలాగే second beaker lo now make it, add the other half, make it 1, and then in third beaker lo manam 1.5 spoon of sugar is been added. Now mix it and keep it aside. Now what is the difference between all the three beakers? Nothing but amount of sugar we have added. Avuna, ade kada first difference. So here the term concentration arises. Concentrated. Now what is, can we make like a question like beaker 3 into beaker 1, or can we convert beaker 1 into beaker 3 or beaker 2 into beaker 3? Yes, what we have to do, we have to add the spoon of sugar such that this percentage of sugar and water will be equal for the beaker number 2. Yes or no? So, ikkada manam maatladedi, the amount of sugar that is added in the 100 ml of water is nothing but concentration of sugar. Mana enta panchadara aithe, the sugar manam ikkada add chestamo, danni manam concentration of sugar ani antam. So, if you talk here about, basing upon the concentration, what do we say here? Which beaker is now having high concentration of sugar? Exactly. Beaker number 3 is said to be high in concentration. So, we mentioned that the amount of sugar in water is equal to, is nothing but concentration of solute, or that solute is none other than sugar. Understand? So this is the word meaning of concentration. So concentration అనేది దేని మీద బేస్ చేసుకొని చెప్తాం? సొల్యూట్. ఎంత సొల్యూట్ అనేది సాల్వెంట్ లోకి యాడ్ చేసామో అనే దాని మీద కాన్సంట్రేషన్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ వస్తాయి. Now here when you compare between all the three beakers, which beaker is having high concentration solution? Exactly, beaker 3 is having high concentrated solution. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా? నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏది ఇచ్చాం మనం? ఏది గాఢమైన ద్రావణం అన్నాం. ఇప్పుడు ఏ ద్రావణం గాఢమైన పర్సంటేజ్ లో ఉంది? Exactly, beaker 3 అనేది, because it is having high amount of sugar when compared with the remaining 2. Yes or no? So this is how we prepared the concentrated solution. And now basing on this, let us have a quick activity talking about how to check if we place any kind of dry fruits or vegetables or any kind of food substances into this solution, what happens? Because our main concentration of this unit is talking about flow of chemicals in and out of the membrane. So idi mana main idea of the chapter kabatti. Now keeping that idea in the mind and also the concentration solution or concentrated solution, let's check activity number 1, that is lab activity talking about aim observation of material in different solutions. ఒక మెటీరియల్ ని కానీ మనం రకరకాల సొల్యూషన్స్ లో ప్లేస్ చేస్తే how do they look like, how do they behave, right? Yes, different solutions ante nothing but like this, different solutions having different concentrations. Understand? So yes, so for this we need the materials to be as again 2 beakers, tap water, sugar and a resin said to be as kishmish. Okay, so what to do? Now see, we have already prepared a concentrated solution in this activity to know which one is concentrated solution. Yes or no? So beaker number 3 ఏదైతే మనం ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నామో, it is already having 1.5 spoon of sugar in it along with water. Yes, so anyway we are going to add the sugar for this activity. So let's take the same beaker and conduct it. What to do? So materials what we need here are 2 beakers, tap water, sugar and here a resin that is kishmish. Okay, so what to do? Yes, take 1 beaker out of this 2, label it as beaker number 1. Now place some water in it, okay, and add the resin that is kishmish into it and leave it the setup for 1 to 2 hours, or even you can leave it for overnight. Close the beaker and leave it for overnight. Just note down the observation that you observe the next morning. So what will be the observation? Exactly, as we know generally when we keep any dry fruit, it can be a slightly dried carrot or any other kind of dry fruits into particular water, they swell a bit. Yes or no? So observation is nothing but they got swollen. Well, now this is one setup. Now we are going to do the activity with beaker number 2 which we have conducted here in the previous activity to know which is having high concentration. Gurtunda? Beaker number 3 ikkada manam use chesam, as you can see here. Now use the same beaker in this activity as beaker number 2, which is having 1.5 spoon of sugar. Yes, now add some more sugar and see such that it has a saturated solution. We know very well, manaku already నేర్చుకున్నాం how to prepare saturated solution ani. Yeah, go on adding such that you will have some crystals of this sugar settled at the bottom. Or instead of this saturated solution, you can take normal sugar solution also. So that's why we are taking the third beaker, which is already a concentrated solution of sugar. Now place the kismis over it and leave this setup again for overnight. So what happens? What you observe the next morning is quite different when compared with the activity or the beaker which you have taken in number 1. As we have written, it gets swollen, right? But there is some more difference when you find the kismis of beaker 2 in the next morning. So try to do this activity and let me know what are the observations, such that now here we are going to talk about how these chemicals, it may be a concentrated solution or a normal water, how it passes through these food, particular ingredients or particular food that we are placing in a dry form. What is happening? What made this particular kishmish in the beaker 1 to swollen? Swell avvadaniki ante swell avvadaniki ikkada em process jarigindi? Alage beaker number 2 lo when you have placed in the sugar solution, what happened to that kismis? Yes, observe these, because here we are talking about the movement of components from one concentration to another concentration. అంటే ఒక కాన్సంట్రేషన్ నుంచి ఇంకో కాన్సంట్రేషన్లోకి మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయి. ఇక్కడ కాన్సంట్రేషన్ని ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేసాం? Exactly, you are right, because when you talk about beaker number 1 which is having only water, ikkada neelu maatrame teeskunnam. Yes or no? But in beaker 2 we have taken sugar solution where sugar water is present. Yes, so quite they are different in their concentration. Yes or no? So obviously we will find a different image of the kishmish which is placed in beaker 1 and in beaker number 2. This is because there is some movement of this concentration from one level to the other. Who is helping in this? Ee concentration move avvadaniki evaru help chestunaru? Exactly, our main idea. Keep it in the mind and anukunnam starting activity begin chesinappudu. Yes, here we are using the word plasma membrane. Now every living cell has the membrane in it which helps in the transfer of the components. Gurtunda, when we are talking about the first chapter, structure, the basic unit of life, cell. Yes, there we have spoke that the cell wall, cell membrane, nothing but plasma membrane, they all help in movement of some kind of concentrations, inflow and outflow of some chemical substances. Danne manam permeability and annam. Right, and we said that they are selectively permeable membranes. Very good. So this is why the plasma membrane is said to be selectively permeable. So this is why the plasma membrane is said to be selectively permeable, because they are helping in movement, or we can say transfer of concentration from one level to the other. Hence this is how we talk about the importance of plasma membrane. అంటే అది ఎక్కడ నివసిస్తుంది? నథింగ్ బట్ ఇన్ ద సెల్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కిష్మిష్, త్రూ విచ్ the entry of water or the exit of sugar solution, or the exit of water, entry of sugar solution, either of that is taking place. Danne manam concentration 1 to another concentration ki change avutundi antam. Now let's see more about this by doing another lab activity talking about a particular process of this movement. So this is how the plasma membrane look like. So in the activity what we have seen, where kishmish placed in the tap water and kishmish when placed again in the sugar water, they have a lot of difference in its swollen structure. So as we see, this is how the plasma membrane helps in its surface to absorb the concentrations from one level to the other level, and hence these are the gaps where we can see the plasma membrane. It helps in absorption of all the concentrations. It can be a tap water, it can be a sugar solution or a saturated solution. So to understand this concept more better, let's see activity talking about a process called as osmosis.